So what do you do when you're at wit's end, when you just can't go any further and you just say, forget it, I'm done with it all? You might have given up too soon. Let's talk about it.
I love Brotha T.
How you doing? This is Terrion Wilson, aka yo boy, Brotha T, here with another one. So I like to thank you and welcome to the New Life Tree, where we like to give you little pine cones of wisdom for your motivation and mental health. If you don't know what that is, stick around, stay on the channel, you'll get it. Remember, I don't know everything, but I might know a lot of things.
Stop it. Get some help.
So today we're going to talk about giving up too soon. Sometimes when you're on a path and you're blazing a path and you're putting the work in, you got the passion for something, and then it doesn't go your way all of a sudden, or you hit a bad patch, or you feel like you're just doing it for no reason, your wheels are turning. I want you to keep going. Now, that's easier said than done, because sometimes life gets in the way. Sometimes we have things we gotta do. We got business to take care of. Now, even if you got business to take care of, I say it like that just to be silly. Even if you got business to take care of, I know it's business. I want you to hang in there, because a lot of times they even say in the religious world that you're right around the corner from your blessing. You're giving up and your blessing's right around the corner. Look at it as you're on a hill, right? And you're walking up the hill, and it's always hard going up a hill. You know, you ever see that when you ever been at the gym and did the stair machine, and boy, going up that stair machine ain't no joke. I don't care how good a shape you in. If you do it long enough, it's gonna burn a little bit. You get what I'm saying? And sometimes burn is good, but it burns. What happens when you get off though? What happens when you get done? It feels better. Now you might have felt okay before you got on there, and then you got on there, and then it started burning. Then you got off and you felt better. You felt better than before you got on there. You're not even supposed to feel better, but you felt better because that climb was so tough that, you know, it had you reaching down, deep down inside to get through that. And I want you to reach deep down inside so you can get through whatever you're going through in life. Why? Because when you get off of that treadmill, which is our life, you're going to feel better. You ever get a good workout in? It doesn't even have to be legs, but you ever get a real good workout in? And, you know, when you first work out and you haven't been working out for a while, that hurts. I forgot, what do they call that? Lactic acid or whatever. That hurts for a little while. After about a week or so, when you go to the gym, you feel freaking phenomenal. You get what I'm saying? You start feeling great, and you feel better every time you go after a while. This is because your body's getting acclimated. Your muscles are kind of saying, thank you for strengthening me, right? But I'm silly, but you get what I'm saying. You get where I'm going. And it's the same thing with life. Even though I know these trials and tribulations are tough on you, I know life piles up and things happen. Trust me, if I told my story over the last 3 to 4 years, you would be like, wow. Yeah, exactly. And look at me. I still got all this energy. I'm still talking to my people out there. I'm writing a book. I'm shooting a movie. What's going on? I should be in the corner crying my eyes out right now. Some of the stuff I've been going through, right? But I'm not doing that. Why? Because I know at the end of it, or on the other end, across that mountain, after I climb that mountain, the other side is our paved with gold. You get what I'm saying? Think about that story of the children of Israel. If you're a Bible, if you're a religious person, or if you're a Christian, and they needed to go to the promised land, they had to go through things. They had to go through the wilderness, right? 40 years, I believe, if I got it correctly. I'm sure somebody Correct me if I'm wrong. But after that, they got to the promised land, right? So you were close to the promised land. Figurative, think of it figuratively. You're close to the promised land. Don't give up now. Keep going. Keep your passion moving for whatever that thing is that you need to obtain. Because trust me, if you hang in there, you hang on just a little bit longer, you just might get it. Sometimes you set your goal on getting something, and sometimes you get something even better. Let me explain. There was once a screenwriter, a guy that writes movies, right? He came out of school and he said, man, I need to get into this program, because if I get into this screenwriting program and I win it, I win $5,000 and I can take care of myself for the whole year. This was back in like the 80s, 70s or 80s. And he said, man, that $5,000 is taking me far. I need to get it, and people will know me as a screenwriter. He entered the contest and placed second. Got about $2,000 instead of $5,000. He said, okay, I'm going to have to get me a little part-time job just to get things popping, right? So he became a pool boy. This is going somewhere. Remember, he was a screenwriter. He became a pool boy. The guy one of the clients he worked for was sitting at his pool. I guess he was kind of wealthy, and he was reading a script. And the pool guy said, hey, I write, So eventually he talked the man into reading his script. He became one of the great screenwriters of all time. I don't even remember his name, but he has written classics. Trust me. So that's a true story. Sometimes you don't get exactly what you want, but you'll get something even better. Even though he didn't win that contest, he never stopped wanting to be a screenwriter. He kept it going and said, hey, I'll get this part-time job. I'm still going to make it in screenwriting. I'm just using that as an example. Another example, especially for my Detroit people. Where are my Detroit people? Detroit basketball. So we're going to talk about Ben Wallace. Remember that guy? Ferocious, right? Great rebounder, defensive player of the year multiple times. Made the Hall of Fame even though he didn't score that many darn points. Okay? And it's hard to do that in the NBA. If you make the NBA's Hall of Fame and you don't score, that means you were really good. Because they pretty much put all scorers in there. So, Ben Wallace. So why am I bringing him up? Because he never quit. He never stopped on what he was doing. He never gave up too soon. He was in a situation where he was playing basketball and he played for this team and that team. He ended up at Virginia Union. How did he end up at Virginia Union? Because Charles Oakley, ex-NBA player, he got him to that school. I forgot if he recommended, I don't know. But Charles Oakley was the reason why he ended up going to the Virginia Union. He ended up getting, he was undrafted by the NBA, but he ended up getting workouts and tryouts. He ended up, I think he signed with the Wizards first. He played a little bit for the Wizards. I think I even remember him playing with the Wizards one time, and I was like, who's that guy? He wasn't Ben Wallace that we remember, but I was like, okay, he's cool. He did some good things. And then he played for Orlando. When he played for Orlando, it looked like he was getting a little better. And I said, I remember that guy. He had a little mini fro. At that time, it wasn't big. It was a smaller fro. And then the Pistons traded for him. When they traded for him, he became the Ben Wallace we remember, the ferocious guy. And they Detroit just took off until they won the championship and all that. But my point is, he never gave up. Now, going to Virginia Union, for those that don't know, if you're not a basketball fan, not too many basketball players come out of Virginia Union and make the NBA. It's facts. I don't even know if the name wasn't there, Virginia, I wouldn't know where it was. You get what I'm saying? I don't know anything about the school other than Ben Wallace went there at one point in time. And I'm guessing Charles Oakley might have went there. So, that's a guess, by the way. But the point is, he never gave up. He never gave up. Let's say when he went to Virginia Union, he just conceded and said, well, I'm going to never be in the NBA. I'm just going to go ahead and just play Virginia Union. Matter of fact, I'm not even going to play here. Forget about it. I'm going home. I'm going to, whatever. I'm sure He's from the South, so they probably had some kind of farm somewhere near. I'm just going to go do that for a living. He could have did that easily, right? But he kept it going. He kept it moving. He didn't get drafted. Went to the NBA. He kept working at it. He kept going until he got to the point where he became a champion, defensive player of the year, Hall of Fame now. I think you get where I'm going with this. Write your own Ben Wallace story. Hang in there until you get what you're getting, until you get what you're trying to get out of life. This is your man, Terrion Wilson. I will kick it with you next time, family. I enjoyed this one. Peace. Don't give up.